bajillion folders, and each folder has a lot of patterns in it. So am I going to be able to search through all of those folders to find the pattern? Like, you're well? That's great. You sound like you entered during a hot take moment. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Fairy Dust. Hot take. People stealing credit for things and not crediting the artist. And yes, I get that it's supposed to be kind of like you're following a cooking recipe. But if you're making a really nice beef brisket recipe, you're going to tell them that you made it from this cookbook, or it's your grandma's recipe. Therefore, your grandma, who came up with the recipe, is being credited with the recipe. Right? But when you say, oh, did you make this? And the crochet artist goes, yeah, I made it. Because yes, they legitimately made it. But if it's someone else's pattern, are they saying, but the pattern belongs to this person? No, they're not. So, hot take moment. Yes, you made it, but did you make the pattern? For me, I can say, yes, I have made this in its entirety. I made the pattern and I made the plush. If you design the character as well as the pattern, exactly, then no, it's not like following the cooking recipe. Exactly. Like, I didn't design Squirtle. Nintendo designed Squirtle. Or not Nintendo. Yeah, Nintendo, Game Freak. They're in charge of the design for Squirtle. Did I make the yarn, though? I mean, I would love to learn how to spin yarn properly. My first attempt was unsupervised, and it did not go well. We don't talk about that yarn, because it doesn't look like yarn. Right? So, like, I can't take credit for the character. But if it was one that I made, absolutely. It's my character, it's my pattern, it's my intellectual property. Did you breed the sheep the yarn came from? Right? Did you shear that sheep? That'd be like if you saw a character someone else designed and you copied it as close as possible. Exactly. And it's against copyright even if you drew it. You have to label it as fan art. And even then, like if you're dealing with House of Mouse, so not Disney, it doesn't matter. You're gonna get one of those do not continue distributing these. Do not sell them. Even if it's, exactly, even if it's like the color is slightly different, yeah. You will tell people that you used a pattern from source. Yeah. If they know the name of if they want to know the name of the designer, they can look it up. Yeah. You're lucky if you remember your own name. Mood Fairy Dust. Like, if I can remember what I had for breakfast, it is a good day. You hate trying to sell crochet? You've been trying to sell your crochet and you've been scammed or had time wasters. That is the big thing. Oh my gosh. Every time I post a picture on Facebook, seems to be the worst right now. I get 3 or 4 messages of people trying to scam me. And it's like, no. You're sorting socks. I actually enjoy sorting socks. It's the only part of folding laundry I actually kind of enjoy. Yep. There's a lot of scams going around. Thank you so much for the follow, Fairy Dust. I appreciate that. Yeah, there's always one that the dryer takes as laundry tax. And it's the left one, usually, of a certain pair. I'm always, like, not me specifically, but Offspring is always missing at least one sock. Someone who doesn't art, there's not really much creative licenses in following a pattern. I mean, there's totally creative abilities in following a pattern. You have control over what color you make it. The Wise Pay scam? Yeah. Yep. I have a bag of lonely socks. Socks are ambidextrous. They are fairy dust. It's just the running joke is they'll take everything, including your left shoe. So I always say that the washer always takes the left sock. But yeah, socks are totally ambidextrous. There are certain socks that are not, though. I stumbled upon a knitting pattern for socks that are not ambidextrous, but they're super comfortable to wear. Because, like, it's got the right shape for the foot. When you do art and you're not copying someone else's art, you're just changing it a bit. Yeah. Pepe, aren't you supposed to be sleeping? You've got all your socks bundled into one box. In the morning, you close your eyes and pick out 2 at random. Oh my gosh. That reminds me of a store. It's called Little Mismatch. And they sell socks in sets of 3. And none of them match. It's great. You go in there and you can say you want ankle socks or like knee-high socks, but they always come in sets of 3, and they're 3 different socks. Oh, we've got an ad coming in. Toe socks aren't, I suppose. Yeah, if... It's a great lifestyle. It's a great lifestyle. Oh, I like this song. Let me save it quickly. Intergalactica. Add to playlist. Add to playlist. I like this song. This is a good song. It's a good adventuring song. You're back. That's why you feel... Wait, let me scroll up. Thank you, Woody Will, for following. I appreciate that. Why you feel weird sharing... Oh, coloring and you've done. Or diamond art painting because you didn't create the design. Yeah. Maybe you should be sleeping, but you couldn't, so you're here to cause chaos. Mood. You don't hate everything. I'm sure. There's just certain things. You have fingertips, but no toe tips. But you can be on your tippy toes. So many new followers. I'm very excited about so many new followers. You can't tip finger? Yeah, that's true. Do the new people want to see chaos? I mean, English is weird. It is. It is. And the fact that there are 3 different types of English, and all of them have different meanings for for the same words, is just amazing. Isn't language amazing? England is weird. Yeah, so that's the story with the Squirtle pattern, which is probably going to be the first pattern I release since I've been working diligently on making it user-friendly. Let me put Squirtle away. Ugh. Over there. Language. Spelling. Yes. Oh my god, spelling. What about Canadian, though? Yeah, Canadian's very different. Canadian's very different. As a Canadian who spent time living in the US, language is tough. Like, I went down to the US, and apparently I speak a different language. It's amazing. And I have an accent. I didn't realize I had an accent. They should invent a machine to work the foundation round of an envelope border for you. Oh my gosh. Right? How many Cyndaquils are on my desk? 4.5. 4.5 Cyndaquils. We're gonna work on the thighs next. Because we need to make this chubby thigh part so we can attach the foot. Because we have... Wait for it. We have the feet already. And we have the hands. We just need this thigh part. And then we can start sewing these ones together. And half. Right? French in Canada is different to French. Yes, it is. Very different. If you speak... And it's not even called... Really, we don't refer to it as French anymore. It's Quebecois. If you speak Quebecois or Quebec French in France, it's apparently very rude and no one knows what you're saying. Yep. It's a very different French. Is it still French? I believe people in France have said that it's a... Everybody, earmuffs for the littles. It's a bastardized version of French. Okay, you can un-earmuffs the littles now. Why would it be? Yeah, because it's very harsh in comparison. So it's considered quite rude. When I was in school, I learned French. Regular French that's spoken in France. Right now, my offspring is in school and they are learning Quebecois French. So, not the same. Not the same. One of us can travel, the other one can't. Clen coming in with the chaos. Nice. French is the language of love and Quebecois is a butchered version of that. Exactly. Couldn't have said it more eloquently myself, any. The French are very proud of their language, and what Quebec did was they butchered it, and it became very offensive. So yeah, French is very different. You've never ventured into amigurumi? Is amigurumi what I prefer to do? It's what I've... Yeah. Let's go with it's what I prefer to do. I'm very nervous to make wearables that have sleeves because I'm worried that the sleeves aren't going to match on both sides. I do other things like hats, scarves. I have a really nice hooded cape that I make with dragon scales on it. I can show you a part of it if you like. I'm using a really nice color right now. I've got it in this giant bag. So I'm making a hooded cape out of this with the dragon scales because if you're gonna make anything, it should have dragon scales. Didn't America butcher English? It absolutely did. It took English into the back alley and mugged it. She likes granny squares too? Okay, story time since we're chatting. Yes, I normally make amigurumi, which deals in the round, which means up until recently, I couldn't make a square. I couldn't make a granny square. It never came out as square. It came out as a triangle. It came out as a hexagon. It came out as a trapezoid. It never came out as square, okay? So I can make these, but I couldn't make a square. Is there time for a square? Yeah, there's time for a square. Are you going to redeem us? There's new channel point redeems in it if you want to save it. I can just show the squares. Wait, pronounce what right? Some Americans really annoy you in how they pronounce words. How you said water and bath. That's because you have an accent. to be honest. That's all it is the accent. Fillet or fillet, depending, because that word can be pronounced two different ways, mean two different things. Granny angle, nice. All right, and what color? What color square do you want? The American pronunciation of fillet is more close to the original. Or fillet. I mean, I did custom framing, so I call it a fillet because that's what goes in a frame. But I guess when you're cooking, it's a fillet or fillet. Want it in the color of the blanket you just showed? Do I have more of this yarn? Hang on. I know I've got plenty of this yarn. I will grab it. Filet mignon translates to cute fillet. Yeah. Mignon means cute, pretty, or lovely. It does. Since we talked about granny squares, do you allow links? I absolutely do, Fairy Dust. I absolutely do. Is it okay if I show the picture in chat as well? Or, I mean, in chat. If I show it on the screen, is that okay? Oh, it's an Instagram post. Nice. We can now stalk you on the Instagram. You've given us too much power. Is it okay if I show it on screen? Yeah, perfect. Do-wop-a-doo. Check this out, guys! Look at this. I like that this smaller lower panel has all these different sizes of squares on it. Very nicely done. Nighthawk coming in with the posture check right before we make a square. Thank you, Nighthawk. Appreciate that. Looks really good. And a stretch. You know what? We'll do the stretch to get the yarn. I'm gonna follow you. Ha ha ha. Now every time you post crochet pictures, I'm gonna show up in your Instagram. Haha. With different sizes. Right? Matching them up is gonna be difficult. But that looks so cool. GG's. Very well done. I love the color usage, too. Alright. Let me move this back over. Nope. Oh my gosh. There he is. Okay. And now I'm following you. Alright, let me get the green. This is the color you wanted, right, Inna? It's a variegated, so what you get, who knows? Some awesome sauce? Yeah, with a side of cool beans, you guys. That's how that works. We'll get you the matching green yarn for the foliage. This is the matching green yarn. So I've made a couple of hooded capes out of this. This is the first time I'm making it out of this color. So what we'll do is we'll do the flower in this color and then 2 rows of this green color, okay? And I'll have to use a different size hook because this hook is just not gonna cut it. Let's see. What size is recommended? An N hook. We are not using an N hook. I crochet too tight for that. Who said awesome sauce? Beppe said awesome sauce. So we had a stretch when we got the yarn, and we are now sitting properly. Ooh, pick my poison. What color do I want? I'm gonna take an H hook. And I think I'll take this one. The green is also lovely, right? It goes from a lighter version to a slightly... it's hard to see with this camera, but it goes from a light version to a darker one. It's really pretty. It made a beautiful capelet, which I don't have a picture of because I didn't take pictures. You are awesome sauce, Pepe. Are we gonna get yarn vomit? Probably. What size is H and N? It is... The H hook is a 5mm. Or a US size 8. You'll trip and fall asleep again? Alright. Trip gently and straight into the bed. Have good sleeps, Pepe. Alright. Well, like, thank you, Nighthawk, for redeeming the stretch and the posture check. The colors are nice. What kind of yarn is it? So this yarn is the Michael's Craft Store name brand, Loops and Threads. And it's called Kaleidoscope. Unfortunately, this is a discontinued one. So what I've got is all that I've got left. This color is called Tanzanite. It looks kind of like Tanzanite. I can see that. This one, again, it's the Kaleidoscope, and this one is Peridot. So what happened was when I found out these are being discontinued, I went to six different Michaels stores to get all that they had left. I got it in green, this Tanzanite color, and I got it in ruby, which is a red one, which, oh my gosh, it was so pretty. I have none of the red left, unfortunately. I have a little bit of the green left, though. So, we are going to chain 4 and join with slip stitch to make a ring. Oh, for everyone that's here, when you redeem the square, I know I was going to make a blanket, but I have decided, executive decision, to actually turn it into a cardigan so that I can wear it. I can wear all these beautiful squares you guys have made me do. And then we're going to do the starry night blanket. So you can redeem either a swirl or a star for the Starry Night blanket. Because I love that blanket. And I need it. But I thought it'd be really cute to wear this cardigan. And then, you know, if you guys ever come to Canada... nope. Single crochet 8. My bad. If you guys ever come to Canada, you might see me wearing it. Western Canada, specifically. Eight. 2, 4, 6. Wait. 2, 4, 6. This. Oh, that's the knot. Alright, now what? Join with a slip stitch. Ooh, I can do this. The Starry Night. What kind of color work does it use? Oh, let me show you. Google. Let me just Starry Night Afghan. I saved it on Ravelry. Where is it? Here. Oh. This is the Starry Night blanket. So it's got swirls and stars. Isn't that pretty? This will be the streamer blanket. And then chain 3. Oh, we're gonna do popcorn stitches. That's nice. Yeah, so I just have to pick up the colors that I need for this blanket, which is why we're gonna finish the flower cardigan first. And then I'll buy the yarn for this one. Oops. And that'll be the stream blanket. You gotta go. Have a good night, day. All right. Have a good time zone, hearts. Thanks for coming in. Pattern recreating Van Goghs. Oh, yeah. That's way too many color changes for me. I don't think I have the crayons or the stamina for that. Yeah, and it's a free pattern. It was in the... Hang on, let me see if I can... No, I don't want to exit full screen. Go away. Let me... Nope. It was in the Crochet World Magazine October 2019 edition. So it is a free crochet pattern out there on the internet. I have it bookmarked on Ravelry. Let me throw that copy. Let me throw it in the chat for you. Paste. Hopefully the website works where you are. I know some web pages don't. Close. Perfect. All right. Where am I? I've got my first bobble petal done. And then I think it's 5, right? Yes, 5. This is a very nice color. Tanzanite. I love it. I was very sad when they discontinued this. It was very pretty. I think it was like a holiday thing where it only came out for like a couple months. Really unfortunate. But I stocked up as much as I could. Was making my dad drive me to 6 different Michaels a little excessive? Yes. Connie, thank you so much for the follow. You guys, you got me to 200. I appreciate that so much. Looks even prettier up close. Yeah. Yay, no single socks. Connie Nichols, hello, hello. Thank you for getting us to our 200 followers. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well and you're having a good time zone.